And so we're into the game. As you can see, Bash now making his way out through the middle point here. Let's see if we can get up high, find out what these guys are doing. In come the soldiers. Soldier coming in all over the place. Gear having a little bit of problem. Nox also in there, taking multiple fire. You've now got the two demo. You've got the demo man now being pressured by the soldier. Numlocked under a lot of fire from that soldier. And Numlocked very, very low on health. He's trying to get back to one of the demo or one of the health points, and looks like he got taken down by Fast Bastard. So now Fast Bastard in there being healed by the nuts, as opposed to being hung by the nuts, but we'll just have to wait and see. As now you can see the reigning members of Epsilon, Gear, et al., with the exception of Numlock now moving back. So the central point being captured. There's Tivik and Fast Bastard now moving in. So there we go. There's all of the Epsilon team slowly pushing. Scouts pushing over to the right-hand side. And you can see, obviously, the blob of the team making their way up. So there's the combo. You can see him working together with Numlocked and trying to get them in. And Uber comes pushing in. Are they going to go for the medic? It doesn't look like they decided to do that. They decided to push in very quickly. Spam sticky bombs all over the place. There we go. But fortunately, these guys were Ubered and managed to survive that. So you can now see in there's Brago trying to deal with the enemy. And you've got Bash in there as well. There we go. The medic's under a little bit of pressure. The medic coming under a lot of fire. Mick trying to move back, and he's had to avoid one of the, disappear away from one of the scouts, as now he's in a dangerous position. Let's see what's going on. Mick, who's currently looking at, let's see, 33% on his Uber. It's not looking good for him, but he's now working with Nox, his soldier. So his soldier buddy, that combo is going to work well together. Numlock respawns, comes through one of the garage areas, and is now spawning and spamming rockets and grenades in the direction of the enemy. So Team Epsilon now looking to try and push up to this next choke point in through the Z here, making their way in through and into that central point, now being dealt with by Fast Bastard, Lillian, and Thalash. In they come. You can see them now moving in very quickly, trying to cover all the areas. Nox moving over. The scout remaining in the central point to try and capture. Also now Bash moving back to make sure that they capture that point with extra speed. Moving in, following Bash as he makes his way to the next point with his Team Epsilon. In come the soldiers, very high indeed. Taken down with a lovely sticky bomb there, placement by Numlocked. And now he's moving in. There's Bash, you can see, moving in to try and deal with that pesky demo man. Oh, the demo man gets hit by double rockets, and looks, Bash goes in. He gets Ubered. He's going to go after that soldier. Can he get him in time? Yes, he can. So Bash gets a quick Uber there to help him out. He's now moving in to try and take out that last guy, and it looks like Bash and the two scouts are going to get onto the point in time, and they do. First round in favour of Team Epsilon. So let's move out. Let's follow Nox, and let's follow the teams with their communications. Let's see what they're set up to.
Oh, well,
all right.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We can win this still.
There's Sully behind you.
Someone gets rid of the soldier in my face. He's weak. Down.
Sorry, but I'm low. Yeah. Spammer. We need help on the right here.
They're down, man. Down.
I'm gonna go down. I'm in lobby.
I'm behind them. I'm behind them.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go up again.
Yeah.
We have this.
I'm on the medic on choke.
They can
help me choke.
Oh, no,
choke.
no.
Okay.
Push.
I'm on second already. I'm capping the lobby.
Okay. Capping mid. I'm gonna walk top.
Sorry. They're gonna have it soon. We don't have it yet.
We have it now.
Are we close?
Top is clear.
There is top, yeah. Or top set.
Stickies are probably main set. Like main farming.
I don't see Sticky's main.
What are you gonna do?
Just clear main.
We're gonna go main with me and force it and get out.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I can cause them stab if you want.
Okay, no, we'll do it. I'll do it.
Are we close to the point?
Use it.
We pop.
Medic's
They
top
haven't got
right.
yet. Solly left. David. Go back. It's failed.
How did
He's half. Get out.
Go back. Get out fast. We will lobby. Only lobby.
Oh, we're fine. We can hold lobby.
It's fading now.
We've got like a 10% advantage on them, 20%. So we want to keep building and push it on the dot. Okay, with scouts.
Yeah.
Scouts top right. I want to do. I want to take both scouts top right. I think we can get
Top
the medic a
right,
lot quicker.
okay.
And then Gear can jump in from top left or something.
I'm very left. I'm jumping in from there.
Yeah.
Focus the medic or what?
Yeah,
we're gonna
get
focus.
medic.
Sorry, lobby left.
Tell me when you go in.
Maybe.
Bash heavy when it closes.
I'm gonna focus on the heavy. Scouts get medic and then heavy. Medic then heavy, okay?
It's possible, yeah.
85.
5
Heal
seconds.
me up, stop building, heal me up. Everyone get bust, everyone get bust.
There's stickies, yeah.
Go, go. Medic.
Oh, Scout behind you, lobby.
Dog
Scout
scouts.
top
Point,
behind.
point.
Scout.
Oh,
Demo
fucking
heavy behind
stickies.
them,
Oh,
lead
fucking
point.
stickies. Nice.
Nice, good job.
Which stickies? The demo was down, wasn't he?
No, he
No.
was in spawn.
Ah, okay.
They had 3 players on Riverside.
Yeah.
So there you go, but the comms coming in from Team Epsilon there as they pushed in very successfully to get onto that point. As you can see, they stayed behind to build up that Uber, got themselves all over buff, pushed in, popped the Uber as soon as they went in, went after the enemy medic so that he couldn't recover from and get an Uber and repop it in. And that turned out to be a very successful attack. So as you can see now, Lillian 971 in there trying to deal with the rockets of the enemy. As you can see, Lillian pretty low on health. He's going after the demo man of Team Epsilon, reloading as quickly as possible, goes in for the rocket jump, goes in for a quick rocket onto the demo man. Oh, and hitting the demo man pretty seriously there, but unfortunately unsuccessful in killing him. The demo man decides to back off. Let's see. Yeah, and you can see now Mick looking at about 84%, with Nuts looking at 92%, 93% for the Uber. So this could be the moment where they're going to try and take out the medic before he can pop that Uber. Now Mick's in the position where he can Uber. The Scout moving in on Lillian, as you can see, coming under a little bit of fire. Lillian gets taken down. Let's see what's going on. So there we go, 43 Nuts pops the Uber. He's now trying to deal with multiple soldiers and multiple demo men coming in from all directions. I think it's fair to say then that the Epsilon team now slowing down just a little bit, looking for an opportunity to move in. Unfortunately, Nox is down, Mick is at 15%, 43 Nuts is at 34%, so I think it's fair to say they have the advantage on the Uber, as Fat Bastard is doing Fast Bastard, I should say, my apologies. Fast Bastard is doing a fantastic job of taking down the enemy. So unfortunately, Gear and Bash currently down, so the Scout and the Solly are down for Epsilon. You can see the Uber is going to be ready for Nuts a lot earlier, I would say. Yeah, probably about 10 seconds earlier than Mick, and that could be an important moment. So it looks like I think they're building up their forces, getting themselves ready, waiting for that opportunity. Once the Uber's in position, I think, yeah, there we go. You can see it ticking over. That's going to be the key for the push as the stickies go in. There goes the pop of the Uber, and they take out. Oh, look at that. That was a fantastic play by the Broder team. They went in there and they focused down Mick before he was able to pop an Uber and get an Uber. So that was a good play there by the Broder team. They denied that Uber chance for Team Epsilon. That's going to hurt them now on that next push. As you can now see, Mick and Numlock are now going to have to spawn again. So so now you can see as the red team are moving forward, taking the next point. So now we're going to see as Fast Bastard and friends trying to defend this final point. You can see as they are moving through the through the buildings, and there is Gear, unfortunately under a little bit of fire, and he's going to be taking some shots in the back. There we go. So Gear is no more. And let's see Fragnet. Oh, sorry, Stefan. Sorry, my apologies. Stefan trying to get in there very quickly to get a sneaky back cap, which is kind of Stefan's speciality. He does that an awful lot. And he's done it a few times. And now, as you can see, Gear and Stefan down for the Epsilon team. Lillian and Fat Bastard now back up. So Soldiers and Tivik looks like they've lost the Scout. So in come the Kritzkrieg. Goodness. Oh, fantastic stuff. Looks like they've decided to change it up a little bit, but it looks like the blue team have now popped that Uber. The Kritzkrieg has gone. And let's see what they decide to do. In come the stickies, in come the explosions. They're moving up towards the point. There we go. More spam into that point, and they might be able to take it in time. Let's see if we can get stickies out in time. Reloading, try and get those stickies in as quickly as possible. Oh, so much spam, so many explosions, and he gets it, and they capture the point. Holy crap. So, let's watch an entire round and listen to the communications of Team Epsilon.
Oh, sorry, Gear.
I was a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Go up left again.
Right.
Careful, because they were very aggressive on our left side last time around. They're doing it again. They're going left. They're going left.
It's normal.
Okay, my bad. Sorry, I thought something jumping. My bad.
Scout weak in valley. Just two.
We have 75.
Sorry, bottom.
I'm reloading everything. Heal other people. I'm staying back. Heal other
Let's go
people.
on the right on me.
Watch out.
I died, shit.
Oh, sorry, medic.
It's okay.
Madonna,
Always
Jesus
50 on me.
Christus.
I'm going underneath. I'm going to stop
Medic
the
is
point.
near to the point.
They're distracted.
Yeah, it's cool. Medic took his...
Medic's back left. I couldn't get him.
Yeah, it's okay.
Are they pushing?
No. I got him.
Not yet.
Medic was weak. He had to go get health.
Yeah, I'm spawning now with Flash. And Noxus here.
I'm top.
They have
We should
it, by the way.
get top as well. Yeah. I don't go top, I just check main where we're... Okay, okay. Medic took on, okay. Top now, okay.
Got weak on the point.
I'm here alone with Bash. Sorry, top on you. Coming top. Yeah, they're coming to you. He's going back, I think. Get last.
Have we forced this? Have we forced the Uber talk?
No, we didn't force them.
We couldn't.
I'm gonna sit under the point then.
Soldier top lobby.
Yeah. David,
David.
Tell me if someone comes on the point behind me.
Already. Lol. Sully was low. Ah, fuck, they got me.
That's the medic down.
Him alright.
Got weak.
One on, nice.
Why
Just
the fuck
medic.
was that
Oh,
so
only
loud? What the
medic.
fuck?
Just medic push. It's Riverside. Lobby now.
No
Lobby
way.
medic.
That was so loud.
Just fun. I'm on now.
I'm going choke.
You got several hits, Seb, I think. I think that was it.
Oh.
Like, on several people. Keep pushing within the
Soldier
medic.
weak. Choke.
So you can see them basically, that was pushing them back away from that. It looks like the medic unfortunately got killed quite early on, and they had to try and deal with that by getting to the health packs as quickly as possible. That's possible. Let's see how the health is looking. Oh! Numlock being sniped down very quickly by a very effective snipe, and it looks like, oh, Nox being taken down. There's Tivik in there as well, and 43 Nuts moving in with his soldier combo. So now they're moving up to the next point, and it looks like, oh, that's poor old Milk. Oh, Mick, unfortunately, is he going to survive? Oh, he just died right at the end. Oh, that was so unfortunate. And the trouble is now that's going to give a major problem, because now they're without their medic for the next 13 seconds. The question is, can they monopolize and get into that position now? So they're going after the demo man, and it looks like trying to get in, but no, Lillian dies as one of the scouts gets onto the point as quickly as possible, and they get that point. So unfortunately for the team Epsilon there, that was the death of the medic there, and that was a real problem for them, because they had 13 seconds without a medic at the point where the Team Broder were literally knocking at their front door, and that was really, they weren't able to compete against that possibility of having fully boosted up and buffed people coming into their base, and they had no medic to keep them alive. So unfortunately a bit of a foregone conclusion there. However, we should wait and see as we now look through the eyes of, well, what's left of the eyes of Numlocked, and also Gears. So let's move to Stefan, find out what he's doing. Looks like he's going after one of the Solis for the enemy team. There we go. Rocket comes in from one of his teammates. Looks like it's scout on scout action at the moment. Oh, lovely. Another rocket from Nox as well. Let's see if we can focus in on Nox at the moment, picking up all of this ammo from the opposing number. And look at that. Nice little strafe jump in there, round the corner, picking up all the health on the way and backing off towards the next point. Look at that strafe jumping. That is just beautiful. Poetry in motion, boys and girls. Moving back, sacrificing his health to move back as quickly as possible to his teammates. Now they're moving in, and it looks like they've recaptured all their numbers. Look at that Uber difference, about 3-4% between the two Ubers, and it looks like Epsilon may have the advantage. We'll have to wait and see. The question is, can they actually kill the medic before they can actually do anything about it? So 43 Nuts is the medic. He's got to try and stay, and it looks like Epsilon have now captured that point. So Nox moving in and working with the team, and let's see, they're now in a strong position, making their way through up towards the point. And looks like, yep, the Uber's ready. Looks, unfortunately, they weren't able to get in there quick enough to prevent the Uber of the enemy team, and it looks like the Crack Clan will have to wait. They've decided to back off. They've lost gear, and let's see, there is an Uber still available. So Fat Bastard comes in, takes down Bash, and we're now watching 43 Nuts and Lillian, and there we go, a little bit of fire coming in on one of the soldiers. He then jumps away courtesy of a rocket, as we've just had a double pop of Ubers down in the main square here, as you can see. So now we're basically watching Mick as he's now backing off with his teammates, and you can see them capturing the point yet again. So Nox, and you can see them now moving back yet again, and it looks like Milk's in there. He's going to have to back up with his festive medigun and get the hell out of Dodge. So we're now watching him. He's in now, over boosting, over healing those teammates of his. And we're now waiting to see what's happening as we're watching Mick moving in, and looks like he's coming under a little bit of pressure. One of the soldiers goes down. That's Nox taken down by Lillian, and we're waiting to see what happens as Mick is moving in. They're trying to capture that middle point, and we're watching him as they make their way in, and you can see them pretty much overhealing. Let's have a look. 84%, 29 for the Ubers with respect to Team Epsilon and Crack Clan. So let's see what's going on. Oh, Mick just taking a massive hit with a rocket, so he's had to move back, get away to try and make sure that his Uber doesn't get lost. So he's now in a safer position where the health is concerned, can use the health, and will be ready to pop with an Uber, ready to go. He's got to watch out. Those are demo stickies nearby, and he's popped the Uber as well to ensure, and it looks like there we go, the medic gets taken out. 43 nuts down, Brago down, Faster Bastard also down. This is an opportunity for them to move in as quickly as possible. He comes out and gets a nice kill, very nice indeed, and there we go. That's another round on the board for Team Epsilon. Oh dear, looks like Team Epsilon may have lost a member. We'll have to wait and see, as we are now going to watch the likes of Brago. So this is a demo man, as you can see now. He's going to be coming out. Oh, look at that rocket flying right towards his nose. Oh, that was horrific goings on there. And you can see them now trying to deal with multiple soldiers coming in from multiple directions. I think it's fair to say they took down Nox and Gear quite quickly. And you can see Numlocked also down as well. However, Mick is looking to build an Uber quite quickly, so he's looking pretty good. He may be able to build that Uber quite soon, as now Fast Bastard and friends are moving in. So looks like a little bit of rocket fire coming in from the soldiers, and they're waiting for that Uber to build up, and they should be capturing that point, which they have done. Bash taking down Lillian, so they've lost their soldier already. They're down by one person. And it depends what they're going to do. Are they going to try and go in through the bottom garage? And it looks like you've got Stefan dealing with Tivik, who was in there as a scout underneath the capture point. See if we can get a very sneaky back cap, which is not out of the realms of possibility. So we're now watching Stefan making his way in towards the point. You can see him now, Stefan working to try and capture that point, along with the scout and the soldiers. And you can see the blue Uber has been popped. Oh, that was nasty. Bash now in, trying here to support his medic. So now the medic in with a combo of him and the demo man. And you've also got the Solly in there as well, doing a good job trying to deal with the enemy. Going after the medic. Can he get the medic? Goes with a shotgun and takes the medic down. 43 nuts being taken down, and Thalash and Fast Bastard also being taken down by Nox. Great combo there by Nox. That's essentially a complete wipe of the Crack Clan team. So let's see. We are now watching to see what's going on, as now the capture point is being captured, which is kind of what you expect from a capture point, for it to be captured. Not really going to do much else, and you can see that now they're capturing that and moving on to the next point, looking for sticky bombs, looking for potential traps. Let's see, I think Nox might decide to go round to the left-hand side, which is what he's doing at the moment. Looks like the team has decided to cycle around, change it up a little bit, and now comes the spam, led by the scouts and the likes of Numlock, and unfortunately they've just lost their medic. Sticky bomb from Brago took out their medic, and there we go. Tivo takes down Nox. So Tivik, I should say. So now let's watch the medic for Crack Clan, or Crack Gaming, I think it is. I think it's Crack Clan. My apologies, gentlemen. And we are now watching them as they're moving into the next point. Bash taken down very quickly. Looks like the Uber's ready to go. They're trying to capture that middle point, but it looks like they're leaving the scouts behind as per normal to capture that middle point, as the rest of the team are moving up on the left and on the right as well. So you can see them coming out of fire. He's had to pop an Uber because he got tapped by a soldier from the rear. That was pretty much nasty, and he had to do something about that. They're now moving up into the final point, and it looks like 43 Nuts has had to back off, as he doesn't really have anybody to heal. So you can see him now overhealing onto the scout and onto the demo man as they're pushing back. He's now pushed back to try and avoid any of the sustained fire coming in from Team Epsilon. And there we go. So the demo man getting ready to go. And there we go. Looks like demo man's going after He did. He got the medic. He got the medic for Team Epsilon. That's very unfortunate for them. Oh, lovely fire there from Nox into Thalash. So let's see as we're watching Num locked in, and we'll follow Gear as he makes a rush in to try and take out two of the Solis. There we go, one Soli down. So going for the second Soli, and let's see what he decides to do. He's going to see if he can actually do a little bit of damage towards one of the scouts, who then decides to back off. So more fire coming in from the left-hand side, and you can see Epsilon Gear making his way back up towards the middle point, trying to take out any possibilities of, there we go, sticky bombs down there, things of that nature. Nasty little surprises to be left by those nasty little demo men. So there we go, another soldier coming in, fire. Oh, look at that, there's another of the demo men came flying in, and Brago unfortunately cratered. So yeah, these things happen. So there we go, looks like we got a scout in there as well, trying to deal with Epsilon Gear, but Epsilon Gear trying to defend himself, but Fast Bastard takes him out, and Rocket jumps away almost immediately. Let's see what's going on. It looks like, there we go, Mick has just respawned, and 60% on the Uber for 43 nuts of crack gaming. So we're just waiting to see what happens. So we're moving in with Stefan, the scout of choice. Bash also in with his big spiky club. And we're now watching Nox as he moves in. Unfortunately, he gets taken down by Fat Bastard, or Fast Bastard. And Brago has taken down the medic again. Brago doing a fantastic job of terminating Team Epsilon medic. Doing a great job of targeting that medic, taking him down before he's able to do anything about it. And you can see Nox trying to get in there, but unfortunately not able to do much, as now it's 4-2 with another capture by Crack Gaming. Let's listen in to the guys.
Just go more together.
So what's the plan about top left?
It's
Leave
fine.
it there.
Stay there or
Jump
not?
demo, jump demo, jump demo, jump demo.
Demo
We've
right.
got scouts with him. We're going up right side.
I'm weak already.
Ah, get denied.
Scout point is valley.
So we go
Demo
top
down.
left.
Nice kill.
I'm lagging a bit. Oh,
Sorry,
no.
jump.
Nice shot.
Only you
Scout
two, by the way. It's only you
Mid-air
two.
from Nox.
Dennis, let's go back.
Go out. Run,
Nick
run,
under
run.
a
Go back,
lot
go
of
back, go
pressure.
back, go back.
No, mixed fuck, mixed fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, well and truly screwed. He's got a scout
Well,
and we
so
can't do
maybe.
anything about it. There we go.
Yeah, that doesn't work either.
Can do more.
The demo's too defensive and you sticky spam, you guys. We have to go up left and you can't drop down bash. You just have to call
didn't
it
win
so
drop
we can
down.
help you. Sorry?
I didn't win drop down this time.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Tell me, can somebody tell me if they're in choke?
I don't know.
I don't know yet. Sorry.
Chef and them spawn.
Demo sticky,
Medic
demo,
die,
bottom
right?
door.
No, he
Demo
didn't.
sticky,
no, he
bottom
didn't.
Wait.
I don't think he did. He did?
Demo main, on main.
Main dome. Yeah. Big dome.
Spam, sorry,
Spam
spam,
coming in
spam,
from the
spam.
right. The whole
One to
team
choke.
coming.
One to choke and
door.
scout.
David, David.
They pop the Uber.
So hit down.
Oh,
Wow, ready.
They're behind you, Bash. Oh my god.
The stain, try something maybe.
Okay.
They're always doing the same.
No.
You still don't get it?
Fuck. It's gonna be out there. Scoot on you. Ah,
Fuck. Jumping as
both
well.
last two men
Focus
standing.
next to
Right.
Oh.
They're gonna go up left again.
now it's just the middle east one.
So there you go. Unfortunately, the Epsilon team having a bit of trouble there, and spam coming in from all directions, and it looks like they've now tied it up. Oh no, nearly tied it up, 3-4. So currently, Team Epsilon need to turn it around to try and win a few more rounds and finish this map off, and move to the next one. So looking pretty good so far. Stefan moving in, as you can see, he's popping in, trying to deal with a couple of the scouts. There we go, scouts bouncing around all over the place. Nox being taken down, Bash being taken down, and Gear taking down Tivik. And it looks like Stefan trying to deal with the scout, with the medic. There we go. Fantastic play by Stefan there, taking down the medic. So Stefan now going after the other soldier, now trying to dodge out of the way of all those missiles. And he's doing another job. Stefan taking down Lillian and Fast Bastard and the medic. This is fantastic play here. So Stefan in there. Bash now out with his spiky club. And Nox also in there. So it looks like they may be forming a battle strategy for the next point. Tivik in there with a little bit of pistol goodness. And he's now coming under fire from Stickies. You've got 43 nuts there. And Mick, who looks like he's now just recently died, building up the Uber. doing his best to try and build up that Uber as quickly as possible. Now 43 Nuts coming under fire from one of the Sollies. He's got to watch himself. He's fortunately, it looks like Gear, I think it was, got taken down by one of the defending Sollies from Crack Gaming. And so now that is a unfortunate situation. Let's see, we've got 5 on 3 at the moment. And no, 5 on 2. There we go. Nox being taken down, and the numbers have now rearmed, and they are respawning as Thalash and friends decide to capture the middle point. So these guys should be away pretty shortly. Oh, look, fire coming in. Stefan being taken down by a nice rocket from Fast Bastard. And let's see, this is numlocked. Oh, that was nasty. Oh dear, that was very nasty indeed. A nice little trap there set by Numlocked for the scout, and that means basically one less scout for them to be able to have to deal with. So now you can watch as Numlocked is making his way back. You've got Mick in there as well. Oh, Mick taken down by a very aggressive Fast Bastard. Wow, he was really, really on fire. And now let's see, 43 Nuts won't be able to get in there and do anything about it because there's a lot of fire coming in, as fire is coming in from all over the place. Bash trying to defend against multiple members, kills one, gets taken down. And the Crack Gaming clan tied up at 4-all. Look at those scores. So you can see Mick in there with 73 score. And 43 Nuts with 78. Both the medics top of the scoreboards. Let's listen in.
Spam them a bit, let's go bottom left.
They switched. Normal.
Come underneath with me, mate. We're going bottom left.
Come with you.
They're
Sorry
dropping
on
on
you.
us.
Lol, he's so weak.
Get out.
2 HP.
Can't. It's gonna be out.
It's gonna be behind you.
Yeah.
It was literally just me, bottom left.
I was with you.
So
No,
that's
no,
pretty
no,
much
no,
the
no,
entire
no,
I was
right.
with you, but he was behind you.
Three of us dropped down on you, Seb. Can't do anything.
Okay, well...
Something is wrong about that.
Well, if 3 of us were dropping down to protect me, I
But
should
the
have died.
riverside.
Yeah, not the problem. Go back, you didn't have Uber. Go back to spawn, You didn't have Uber. Just build,
They pop the Uber. They're coming
You
in.
didn't have it. Cover the point.
With 90.
I'm down. 2 scouts top left.
I popped.
Alright.
Point.
I'm on point.
Hear me? Let's go top
There's a
left.
scout in water. Both Sollies are weak. Both Sollies are weak.
And demo.
Watch forward. Tell me if you need them. Wow, scooting.
Nice.
Demo still
Demo
in
in.
water.
Nice. Scout on point with medic. Nice.
Big.
Scout got me.
Scoot is
It's
50.
50.
Just got. Nice.
Push.
Go alive.
I'm spotting great.
Here is
2
low.
soldiers alive.
So as you can see, that is a very, very close moment for Team Epsilon there. They had a scout right by the point, and they could have nearly lost it, but fortunately it had people respawn coming from one side very quickly and managed to recover that. So good play there. Good combination of timing. And let's see, it looks like Mick decided to vary it up with a Kritzkrieg. Now obviously the advantage of Kritzkrieg, that will obviously go a little bit higher, or a little bit faster I should say, than the standard Uber, but obviously won't give you that invulnerability that the Uber enjoys. So you can see there Tivit Q now. So it looks like the very aggressive play here by Crack Gaming has paid off, and it looks like, I think it's fair to say, that these guys are on the back foot at the moment. So Epsilon currently on the back foot. They're trying to get in there and deal with those guys. So now moving in with the combinations of the demos and the soldiers, moving up to the next point. The other point is being captured by the scout. Oh, sniper shot from Tivik, taking down the Epsilon medic. Oh, fantastic shot there. Very unfortunate. As now and then Numlock gets taken down as well. So that's the demo and the medic both out of the situation, and Bash also being taken down, and Stefan also being taken down. So it's the 2 soldiers and the medic who are the only ones remaining. And you can see, there we go, Nox being taken down as well. So let's see what's going on. And Gear also then taken down. So very aggressive push here by the members of Crack Gaming. You can see them moving in as quickly as possible. How many members will be available? 3 will be available to stop them. They're in as a heavy. So you can see, oh, there we go. Bash is in with a heavy. And they got in for the point. 5-4 in favour of Crack Gaming. Wow. And we move on to, I think, very shortly, the next map. Well, it's not so much that heavies aren't allowed. You don't see heavies that often. The reason why is because heavies don't really have the advantages. The good thing about having a soldier is the soldier is infinitely scalable. He can shoot from distance. He can shoot close up. He has a lot of splash damage. He can basically rocket jump to any position. The demo is slow. The heavy is slow moving. Doesn't have that maneuverability. Doesn't have the many available options that the soldier would tend to have. As a result, that's the reason why in these kind of games you tend to see soldiers being used pretty much as standard. So it's not that the heavies aren't allowed, it's just that they don't really serve a real purpose, and there's no why have one when you've got a soldier instead, which is more suited to what you need. So we shall move on, and we'll bring you the next map very shortly, and we shall be back. And so we're in, boys and girls, for the next map. As you can see, Fast Bastard, Brago, Thalash, Lillian 971, 43 Nuts and Tivik. You also have Nox, Bash, Stefan, Gia, Mick, and of course Numlocked, which is who we're watching at the moment as they're going for that middle point. So let's see if we can get up high, find out what's going on. Over here on the left hand side you can see them fighting for dominance. The scouts moving in. Oh no, they've lost their medic. Dear oh dear. Very nice indeed, but unfortunately that's going to hurt them now, so they're going to have to wait for Mick and also for Nox. But you can see a bit of Epsilon gear fragnet deathing going on there, a little bit of mass murder. We're now watching Numlocked and Gear moving in on the left hand side, so let's watch through the eyes of Numlocked. He's trying to cover all of those little choke points where the enemy love to turn up and generally do lots of damage. So now he's covering those spots. There we go, out go the sticky bombs, and a nice shot in there from Gear, taking down Fat Bastard. And so you can see, oh no, but Brago killing Numlocked with sticky bombs as well. Sticky bomb action going on there. Demo on demo action. And we're now watching Bash moving in. You can see him moving around down through the bottom area, trying to defend against scouts and soldier. Oh, soldier gets pinned against the wall. Poor old Lillian pinned against the wall. And you can now see them going after the medic. And Thalash and Mick being taken down by Fat Bastard again. Oh dear, Fat Bastard doing a fantastic job of neutralising the medic for Team Epsilon. Oh, look at that. Looks like they've got on there. And they managed to get it. So good first round there by Team Epsilon. Let's watch through the eyes of Nox and listen in to the team.
Going top left again, and I try to bump in.
Bash left, right?
Right.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Medics right.
I go aggressive.
I'm top right again. Bash.
Push now, push
Soldier
now.
me, soldier me.
Medic down.
Scout me, Bash.
Okay.
Yeah, me medic
One
down.
soldier down.
Kitchen down, down.
Demo's in.
Demo on point.
It's good. Demo, the last.
Nice. I can't bash.
That's a complete wipe.
Give forward. Give
Step,
forward.
step.
Save on behind you.
Ich mach so Mix immer aus. Ja, schließlich.
As you can see, they're catching the last point.
Right side, right side.
Last but 1 point.
Yeah, double scout right. Yeah, me and...
Okay.
no, soldiers right, scouts left for me, scouts left for me.
We don't have
No,
knocks
no,
here.
don't split
We
up
don't have
like that.
knocks.
Push,
Okay, fine,
push
sorry.
on enemy.
Take scouts right, take
Go
scouts
bottom,
right.
go
Sorry,
bottom.
I'm off to say my bad.
And
Medic.
Folks, heavy police stand behind you, make any deals.
Fuck.
There you go, they got heavy on the point there.
Okay. Sticky
Demon's
is on
right, Demon's
point.
right. He's weak.
Demo's pretty weak, as you can see. They're trying to hit him as hard as they can.
Demo
There we
down.
go. They've just traded demos. But
Sorry,
fortunately,
I thought Nox was with us on right side.
No, right. That's why I called the scout thing.
Our snipers.
so that you can see there basically what happened is the 2 scouts got in there very quickly, got onto the capture point and captured it very quickly indeed. So yeah, the thing is, the whole point is that the point that Maz made in chat is the fact that yes, the heavies do have a lot of health, but that health is one of the few advantages that they have related to the soldier. The soldier can't hit with this level of accuracy and damage at length, which is what you're looking at. Oh dear. Oh, head first onto the concrete. Very nasty indeed. The soldier is infinitely more flexible when it comes to offensive and defensive than just a plain heavy. The heavy is essentially a big fat target and doesn't have the ability to move and does not have the ability to stay out of trouble as a soldier would. He can rocket jump out of the way, he can rocket jump into trouble, and he can rocket jump out of trouble. So let's wait and see, as we're now watching with Mick as he's moving in, and they've just captured that last point, so you can see the demo here moving up on the left hand side, taking it very carefully, looking for an opportunity. So that you see the scouts over there catching that point, and obviously the soldier moving in. Looks like they're going to get overhealed and buffed, and we're just waiting to see what happens. There you go, Mick. It looks like a little bit of overcharge going in for the whole team until they're ready to do their push. So we're now waiting. Looks like the overcharge, and here is the combo. Here's the soldier. There we go. The Uber's been popped. Double Uber onto both the soldiers. Unfortunately, it looks like the medic got a little bit stuck there behind the containers. Now the medic's under a little bit of fire, and it looks like they're going to try and get up there as quickly as he can. Mick moving up to heal the demo, heal the soldier, and also the scout as well. Can they get there in time? Yes, they can. Pretty much all the members of the enemy taken down, and that was a very successful play there by Team Epsilon. So 43 nuts, as you can imagine, not having such a good day. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that respect, and let's watch as we watch TVQ and 43 nuts, the medic for the opposing team, Crack Gaming, moving in. So you can see them moving in, and he's trying to keep everyone alive. You've got the demo on the left, you've got the heavies, the soldiers moving in, and you can see 43 nuts already taking some damage at the moment. He's in with a standard medi gun, and it looks like things are looking reasonably okay. I think it's even numbers. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that Crack have just a few more people as the soldiers move in there to try and deal with. Now that's interesting, because Mick now has 100%, and Fat Bastard gets taken down. So they're now ready to trade Ubers. We just have to wait and see what happens as we move 43 nuts. There we go. He pops the Uber to protect, and Epsilon popped the Uber straight after that. Now obviously that means then that Crack's Uber will lose it a few seconds, maybe 1 or 2 seconds before the opposing team. However, he's managed to keep everybody alive, and fire is being traded. Hasn't been any significant kills thus far. Oh, there we go. Brago gets taken down, and the medic's down. 43 nuts taken down. Combination of Stefan and Numlock. So we're going to watch in as Lillian 971 now trying to deal with one of the scouts, and then gets taken down by suppressive fire from Bash and Gear as well. So now Epsilon Numlocked is moving into the next point. He's now moving up. He's pretty low on health, but he's going to look for some med packs. There we go. He's into the sabotage area there. A little bit of, oh, fantastic sticky bomb came in and nailed him right between the eyes. So Brago with a fantastic sticky bomb. That's going to hurt the Epsilon team's momentum there for a second. Now they've now got to wait 10 seconds for their demo man. And the demo man is quite a key player in this, any particular 6v6 team. So you just have to wait and see what happens. So now it looks like they decided to pull back. They're still waiting for Gear to come in, and Numlocked obviously will be moving up as quickly as he can. Strafe jumping into position. Oh, Stefan gets taken down. Bash also gets taken down. Brago with multiple revenges onto the enemy, and it looks like the numbers of the Epsilon team are down. There we go. Gear is the last man standing, and that is a complete wipe for Epsilon. That's not good for them. Now obviously the advantage is that 43 nuts. Let's see. They are now moving. Let's see what's going on as we move in with Flash and Brago, and let's hear what the guys are doing.
When we keep our medic, we really have to pack quick gas, really quick far. It's equal beer, I think.
I'm dropped down.
Yeah, can come to help you maybe a bit.
Sticky's there, I'm falling back.
So these guys taking a very defensive position.
Ben out in lobby.
So what they're looking to try and do, I guess, is to try and get as much of a wipe as possible, without losing too many of their own people.
Bottom,
Chris. They were Scott died.
Don't come up
Chris.
with Going for the medic.
Oh god.
Oh, you got me.
Scout on him.
Oh, the medic. The
70. Down.
they've also
Oh,
lost their
well,
own medic. That's going to be a
jump
problem for them.
left.
Don't help, I can down. Sword on point, 50 health, 50 health.
Sorry.
On point,
Unlucky.
50.
Look, you guys.
They're being very aggressive and too many of us turning around to deal with them.
So there you go. Very aggressive play there by the. Very aggressive play there by the Crack Gaming clan, and that certainly turned out to be very good for them. They took down the medic, unfortunately, for Epsilon Gaming. That did not go as much as they would have liked. Unfortunate fact of life, but you know, they'll move on to the next turn, or moving on to the next round, I should say, and we'll see what happens. Let's go. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Soldiers flying in all over the place as we're watching Stefan Fragnets flying around all over the place. Let's get back into the main area. So you can see now the numbers being pared down. You've got that soldier over on the left-hand side. Oh, he gets taken down as well. And now it looks like we've got a little bit of tension onto the demo man. Numlock doing his best to fight for survival. He gets taken down by Tivik as well. And there's a little bit of scout action going on there. Tivik then getting an eyeful from Bash. And yeah, there's not a lot of people left. Stefan and Bash are the only two left, and they're scouts. So it's just a matter of what happens now. We've got Lillian, 43 Nuts, Brago and Fat Bastard. They're going to be making their way over towards the point shortly. So it's just a matter of waiting to see what happens as we now move and watch the scouts. Now the thing is, what I'm guessing they're going to do, they're going to stay in a very defensive posture until the enemy turns up and until their teammates turn up to support them. There we go. Here come the teammates. In comes the demo. Scouts covering the corners. Soldier covering one of the main egress points, as you can see. So there's Gear checking in here, making sure that nothing is going to surprise them. And now you can see sticky bombs coming in from the enemy demo. So let's watch Stefan as he's up high above the Blue Industries capture points. Move in with Bash, moving back to try and cover one of the sides on the left-hand side. There's Tivik in there, and it looks like they popped the Uber. So it looks like the blue team, there we go, 43 Nuts has popped the Uber. Now, the trouble is for them is that they've lost Mick. So poor old Mick, the medic, is down, and you can see more fire coming in, and it looks like that was almost a complete wipe there for Team Epsilon. Not looking good for them. Now, the trouble is obviously Numlocked is back with the support of his teammates. They've now respawned, so they're going into a slightly defensive posture from what I can see, and waiting to see what happens. So you can see all these little choke points being set up by Numlocked with his sticky bombs. He's just got to wait for an opportunity to hit it. So you can see him in with the grenade launcher, chucking the pipes as often as possible. Poor old Bash being taken down by Brago, and there we go. There's the push on the right-hand side, and Numlock takes down Tivik as well. One of the scouts is down, and it looks like they're going in toward the medic. There we go. Mick taken down again. Lillian 971 doing a fantastic job of taking down the enemy medic. Just fantastic play there, and it looks like now the battle is on to save this last point. Look how close they came to losing that point. So there's Mick, medic, and Bash actually leading this round. And you can see 43 Nuts, the medic for the opposing team, leading his. So as you can see, he's in there overhealing that soldier as best as possible, trying to get his hit points up as high as he can possibly manage, obviously building up the Uber as quickly as possible. So let's see, he's also dealing with the other soldier up in the corner here. So there's obviously Gear and Nox, they're guarding the right side. You've got Demo, oh, the Demo coming under fire. So there's Tivik and Flash now, the right side is under pressure, and there we go, two scouts snuck in and ninja'd it from under the nose of a Team Epsilon, and now it's 3-2 in favour still of Team Epsilon. So let's watch as Gear from Epsilon moving in, soldiery goodness, following in and seeing what's going on. Let's follow, see what can see what the team is saying at the moment.
Go Gear, go Gear.
I'm going now.
Solo top, right, left, we push point.
I'm down.
Solid top.
They all took a lot.
Down.
I died as well.
Didn't deal enough damage. Get destroyed.
No money, so weak.
You guys did no damage, their demo walked across the point.
Yeah, because Verbos could play defensive, and we completely denied by Verbos. When I jump in, I had
Okay, but
50
I'm
health
sticking
in
both
area.
scouts though. I'm sticking both scouts and I'm sticking the soldier as well.
I
And then
did
I've got
so
the demo
much
walking across the
damage.
point with me.
Can't deal damage on that situation when I jump straight.
So there you go. Looks like the guys are trying to deal with the issues that are at hand. So it looks like all the guys are now spawned and they're pretty much ready to go. And we're just looking to see what's going on as Thalash is in there. As Stefan gets taken down by a nice rocket, he's now trying to spam shots into the enemy. And we're looking at Numlocked in as well there with a grenade, and Thalash and Tivik take that point. So let's just wait and see now. The question is they're going to have to be very careful. They're going to have to put in... There we go. In comes the Uber on the middle. So the Uber coming in from the middle as well. And we're looking at the demo man trying to survive against this onslaught that is coming in. He backs off and it looks like the point very close to being taken there. As oh, lovely sticky from Numlock. But then Numlock gets taken down by Lillian 971. And Gear now looks like they've managed to wipe out the entire Crack Gaming clan. And now they are moving up. Numlock, the only man who did not survive. Mick also in there, and there we go. He looks like he's intercepted. He's going for the for the medic, but unfortunately was unsuccessful. So Brago now moving in along with Fat Bastard and the medic in their combo. So now you can see them disc jumping, popping in through the window. Fantastic shots indeed. Look at this. This is just fantastic. So you can now see Stefan moving back, trying to get some health as quickly as possible so the medic doesn't need to have to worry. There's Bash in there as well, looking for an opportunity to snipe. Oh, he's going to have some trouble going in for a little bit of a no-scope. No 360s around here, boys and girls. So Nox also in there, trying to deal with a little bit of spam. There we go. Trying to do as much damage as he can. You've got Tivik over on the one side. There we go. They focused attention on the demo man. The demo man goes down. Tivik dominating. Poor old Numlock. That's very unfortunate. Scout gets onto the point. But can they stay on there? While they've Ubered, they will not capture the point. And they manage to capture the point with 3 men, 2 scouts and a medic. And that ties it up 3-3. Let's watch through the eyes of Mick. Medic at hand for Team Epsilon. One of the hardest jobs to do. So difficult to play a decent medic. Takes a lot of practice and a lot of critical thinking and fast thinking. And the ability to survive. That's probably one of the most important things for a medic in this kind of level of game, is their ability to survive under extraordinary odds. And that is part of the problem that they're currently having, see, is that unfortunately Mick is left. And he was the only man left standing, so his chances of survival were not high, especially with multiple scouts around the area. They have much better speed than he does, and they can just get in there and do the damage. So the point is now being captured, and it looks like the team will spawn, Epsilon will spawn at the next one. And the only drawback for them is they have no Uber. However, they do have an Uber. And there we go. It looks like a quick push into the demo man. Oh, the demo man gets taken down. Fat Bastard doing it again. And another kill into one of the soldiers. They're moving into the point. And then we just wait to see what's going on as Fat Bastard is moving in and working with a medic and scout combo. Oh, look at that. Rocket fire coming in from all directions as Fat Bastard is moving back. Let's see if we can follow in on Stefan. Oh, let's follow Bash. Bash the heavy. A little bit of punching going on here. A bit of aggressiveness. Punching everybody to build up the stamina and all the rest of it. So let's see. So he then turns into a scout, changes class, and now they're moving forward. It's just a matter of what the opposing team is going to do. Are they going to be laying a trap? Are they going to be looking for an opportunity to take out that medic? So here we go. Looks like a scout back cap, possibly. Yes, it is. Tivik with a scout back cap. Looks, can he get it in time? Yes, he can. Wow. So there you have it. A nice back cap there by Crack Gaming. And 4-3 in favour of them. So still all to play for. We're watching the medic moving in. There's Lillian 971 who seems to be doing a number on Epsilon Gaming's medic tonight. And yeah, let's see. You can see him focusing his attention on one of the other soldiers. The soldier's moving in. There we go. Gear being taken down, but Bash taking down Brago, so the demo's down. Look at that scout on the medic running around all over the place to try and survive. Let's see how he's getting on. Mick's also doing a good job of surviving, but he is trying to kill the enemy, and you can see now Mick is left standing. Let's find, there we go. So we're looking at Mick at the moment. He's now running like mad to try and get back to the loving arms of his defense, the likes of scouts and soldiers and these fellows. So there we go, a bit of overhill going in. He's working in this soldier combo. The Uber's ready to go. He does not want to pop it unless either one of two things happens. He suddenly comes under a lot of pressure, or it's time for a tactical use of that Uber when they're doing a push into another point. So I have to say, there we go, they pop the Uber, and he pops the Uber in return just to make sure that nothing can happen. So it looks like now they're going to be chasing after each other, waiting for that Uber to fail. And now Mick is moving up along with the demo man. A little bit of fire coming in there from the Sollies. He's got to watch out behind him. If he doesn't be careful behind him, he will get taken out. And now then the Team Epsilon are moving into the central point and moving up as well, obviously, using those rocket jumps to try and take the health off to allow the Uber to build up even faster. 42%, as you can see, 43 Nuts is down, and his medic will respawn in about 1 second. There we go. So the medic is now respawning. I think it's fair to say that by the time the medic is in any kind of situation to do anything, Mick will have an Uber and they'll be ready to push into the final point. So 86%, 80, 91%, they're going to be ready to push any second. It looks like they've got the whole team there ready to go. He's trying to overheal as many people as possible, and we should be ready to go. There we go. There we go. Looks like the scouts have been Ubered to try and get into that point as quickly as possible. We just let's see what's going on. So the scout's probably going to focus on that point. Let's see what Mick is doing. He's trying to deal with one of the soldiers. He's trying to keep one of those soldiers alive as the demo is trying to cover that point. And there we go. The point gets captured by the scout and the demo. Let's listen into the guys.
I cover the top, okay? Jump top.
I'll ignore top completely.
In your top, this middle, try.
Fine.
I cover top right, one scout have to cover top left. Bash, you cover the top left, okay?
I'm top left.
right.
I'm top left.
Are you top left, okay.
Always top right. Top left.
Scout is top right, then
Oh, scout, sorry, surprises.
Solly jumping, behind us.
Behind us.
Leave it,
No, I'm here.
push forward, in your
Focus.
Nice. I
Demo.
Solly
behind us now,
behind
behind
us,
us,
yeah.
behind us.
Shove on the medic. You can.
Scout behind us.
Yeah.
I'll push.
Sorry, can't talk, sorry.
Okay, fine, no, that's a lot better.
Where's the medic?
Push, yeah,
I
okay.
push. I choose the medic with you. Nice push.
Oh, but yeah, no,
I'm
okay,
taking
that middle
crits.
is a lot better.
Coming to you for build first.
I'm spawning in 4.
I'll need medic.
Change spawn.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm here.
Oh.
Oh, didn't. Also here.
Now that's one thing that you didn't notice is they're moving back
I would draw
with
down
half
push.
health
Lol.
to allow their medic to build up
building
the
first
Uber as
someone.
quickly as possible.
I'm building the bash.
Soldier drop down.
I'm coming to you.
He's
Ah,
trapped.
okay.
That's the drop down area. Oh,
Down.
Nice.
they traded.
Sorry, follows. Let's push bottom for crits.
They have no collar
We're
and they're
waiting, we're
confused,
waiting,
let's
we're
go.
waiting.
So
I'm
that's
covering you.
interesting. And Mick's
Okay,
now
Nox,
in
you're
with the
jump on
Kritzkrieg.
Bash protect.
No. Okay.
Yes, Nox, jump on call where they are.
Okay.
Use it.
Left, we see one.
There we go. In come the critical
Sorry on
stickies.
me? Oh, top.
I don't want to.
Oh,
Red
Mick
down.
taken down again.
Nice.
Scout weak, scout
Nice.
weak.
Lillian 971 again.
Not
Got it,
like-
just one.
And they've
You have
caught
to
it.
jump them, Nox, but
But
if they pressure me,
if we didn't see the medic,
So that's one of the things that their Lillian 971 seems to be doing a fantastic job of at the moment, is basically going for the medic. Going for that Epsilon medic every single time and doing a fantastic job of doing so. So Brago now moving in with a cape, and you can see him, he's demo jumped into that particular area. He's going to the spam spots. You can see now they're trading fire. You've got scouts up on the left. Solly's jumping in, flying in. Look at that. Multiple jumps all over the place. Oh, heavens above. They've taken down that medic already. Goodness me, that was just nasty. Absolutely nasty. So now you can see pretty much they've covered that point. 2 scouts going to be on that point, capturing that pretty quickly. As now the Epsilon team decide to rearm, respawn, and get away from here. So, there's Fast Bastard.
Time has been added.
There we go, waiting at the spawn point for the medic. So let's swallow fast as he moves in. Into this middle point. They've caught the middle point and they're on to the next one. So very nice indeed. Basically crits will essentially just insta-give. Very nasty. So you can see a little bit of fire coming in. Oh, Numlocked with fantastic sticky bombs there. And Stefan trying to deal with another scout. Unfortunately, didn't come. It came a cropper, and you can see Bash now moving along with Nox. There you go. Nox goes flying in, obviously making use of that rocket jump, going in to try and deal with the enemy. Lots of rocket spam. So let's watch Nox as he goes in there. There we go. There goes the rocket jump onto the point. Gets out the shotgun, reloads it ready, picks up more ammunition, is moving into the next point. So obviously, you can see here, followed up by the medic, a little bit of spam onto the next point. This is the penultimate point, obviously. You can see the spam coming in from all directions. Demo spam as well. It looks like Nox decides to back off because he doesn't have enough health. Picks up a med bottle and then rocket jumps back to a larger med pack and more ammunition. So he is basically trying to capture as much ammo as possible. Now moves over to the left-hand side to cover with the demo man. You've got Tivik in there as well. Now notice 43 Nuts also has a crit streak. And he is now fully charged. Obviously that crit streak will take a shorter amount of time to load up to full speed, 100%. There we go. Out come the critical stickies. Oh no, that's unfortunate. But it looks like he might be able to get away with it as Brago took down a couple of members of the Epsilon team. So those criticals may have helped at exactly that moment that they were used. So we'll just have to wait and see. So now you can see 43 Nuts moving in, trying to follow in behind one of the scouts. And there we go, everybody being taken down on Team Epsilon. And they've tied it up 5-5. So it'll be interesting to see how it turns out in the next round. So Lillian 971, we'll follow Lillian in as doing a fantastic job as one of the solis, giving that poor Epsilon medic such a hard time right now. So let's see, waiting for the opportunity and going in. Oh, got blocked slightly there by one of the poles. That was a real problem for Lillian there. And not unfortunately, there we go, going in with a rocket jump, focusing on the medic. Oh, look at that, more fire coming in, and it looks like Mick got taken down by Thalash. So Thalash doing a great job, and Thalash finally taking down the enemy medic. So the Epsilon medic is now down, as Tivik then takes down Stefan, and the Epsilon team now suffering from 2 men down, and they're capturing oh goodness me. The enemy team are now capturing the penultimate point before they move into the final area. So now, let's see, Nox up high on the far side, putting a bit of rocket spam and splash damage in there. There we go, goes in, pops a little bit of splash damage in, checking down the left-hand side just to see if there's any enemies coming down one side. You can see a scout just sniffing around that area. There we go, sneaks in, goes after the medic, takes the medic down. Great play by Nox. The enemy medic is now down. That's going to hurt Crap Clan as they're moving in now. A little bit of fire coming in. Mick then being taken down by Fast Bastard. In reply, Stefan pretty looking unhealthy. Gear also looking unhealthy. Numlock looking very unhealthy. But fortunately, 43 Nuts has respawned and is now in the process of rebuilding his crits. So you can see them as they're moving into the next point.
The control point is being captured.
So I paused to scratch. So you can see them now also moving up. You've got Numlock there firing in plenty of sticky bombs to try and deal with the enemy. Oh, he's coming out of fire. Nice turn into Tivik. Look at that. That was fantastic. Turned in, chucked a pipe bomb right on his nose and killed him stone dead. So you can see now plenty more spam coming in from all directions. They're going to protect that spot from those scouts. There we go, Thalash being taken down, huge amounts of sticky bombs being fired, and you can see the final control point ready to be taken, but Epsilon are defending this to the last man. So there's Mick in there as well. Medic's having a hard day. So you can now see them making their way in. Oh, look at that! Fat bastard with an absolutely stonking missile. A rocket right between the legs of the medic, and poor old Mick being taken down. So that's going to hurt Epsilon now. And you're now seeing 43 Nuts moving in, and they go in and they capture the control point. 6-5. And I think that is it, boys and girls. That is it for this evening. Let's go play some Dota. There we go. So there you go, boys and girls. That has been the Practice Clan Wars for today. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and obviously they will be made available soon on YouTube. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed.